Welcome to Hot 97 News Atlanta, a brand new live news show where we talk about the biggest stories happening in the city. I'm your host, Lana Harris, here with Rondell with 2 N's.
Understand me.
And Million.
Hey.
And we were not live today like we were supposed to be. But that was because we ran into technical difficulties. So, our bad. But we're working on it.
Facts.
We are going to be live next Tuesday.
Facts.
We guarantee you, So,
well, let's don't be guaranteeing people nothing. Don't be guaranteeing nothing. We gonna try to be live next Tuesday, y'all. Don't listen to we gonna try to be live.
We just had a couple of technical difficulties, but that is the plan. It's the plan. That's what we can tell you. It's the plan. And we're really excited about it. We hope you guys kind of tune in, hop in the comments, interact with us. We think it'll be really cool. And then, of course, we got big things coming with us just joining a broadcast TV channel, and we're going to be live in a couple of states. So we got big things coming, and we appreciate you guys watching. So I would like to start off with actually the photo of what we showed you guys yesterday. This was the suspect who was arrested for allegedly robbing a Subway. Remember that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And what did we say? He put no effort into this outfit. Looked like he rolled out the house and went to rob Subway.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, were we wrong.
We were.
Mm-hmm.
We were so wrong. According to the FBI, this guy is allegedly a master of disguise and has multiple outfits that he has been accused of robbing the city in.
Look at my man. My man he is a construction worker, a security guard. My man got a hazmat suit on with some gloves. Hey, that's what you call dedication. If you're gonna be a robber, rob correct. Do what he did. I mean, don't do what he did.
This is terrible.
But, rob correct, though. Dog, my man, he said, look, you ain't gonna never know who I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be a new person every single day. I'll rock with that.
That is so fire. Give him his credit,
Yeah,
yo. We
yeah.
got to give him his credit.
For sure.
Because we really, there we go, Will. Appreciate
What is
it,
happening
man.
right now?
We really sat here and was criticizing. He said, let me show you something real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Let me show y'all my discography real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Is that, he posed as a security officer?
Security officer, dog.
I'm sorry. We're celebrating this man who's been robbing the city?
We're not celebrating
You guys
him.
are literally giving him You guys haven't complimented me this much.
Wait a minute. We're not celebrating him. We're just saying what he did was very creative and it was very innovative. Me personally, I'm not speaking for Million or you, I'm speaking for me. I enjoyed it, okay? I enjoy that. I enjoy somebody that comes up with a great idea and it executes it. He executed that flawless.
It adds on to our point that Atlanta has the best criminals ever,
Come
bro.
on now.
We have the most creative criminal minds in Atlanta.
That's a terrible thing to be recognized for.
Look at this man.
That's horrible.
My man is walking inside with a hard hat on. That's dedication. That means he was like, you know what? To make them feel like this is really, I'm a hard worker. Let me put this on.
Right.
I'm a hard worker.
I'm going to walk in there, bro. Hey, what? Come on, dog.
This man has allegedly used professional disguises like construction worker, like you said, security guard, like you said, nurse/medical professional,
Okay.
and food delivery driver.
Okay.
No, you guys suck. This is terrible. Do not listen to these people, kids. This is not somebody to emulate. But he reportedly cased businesses beforehand, watched the staffing and the customer traffic patterns to see when there might be a vulnerable time he could slide in there, and especially late night closing shifts when there are fewer employees present. So police are saying that in most incidents, he allegedly took between $2,000 and $3,000. And yeah, man,
So
now he's in jail.
So you telling me he got master disguise and he did his homework too?
Huh?
Come on, dog.
And
Come
that
on,
says
bruh.
to me,
My man did his homework and he was a master of disguise. Brother, you, my friend, get a round of applause.
Yeah.
no, that says to me that you could have applied that effort to literally anything else legal. You got a lot of brains. Why do we have to use it to rob the community? That's crazy.
Well,
How much terror he's just sown across the city.
Well, technically, he didn't rob the community. He was robbing corporations.
Ooh.
So, hey, he was robbing from the rich, feet into the hood.
Go
You
down.
did.
Go down. Okay,
Yeah.
he's being creative.
Yeah, he
today.
was.
Whilst that is partly true. So the reported targets include Family Dollar stores, Circle K convenience stores, and a Subway restaurant in Marietta. Who is working at those stores? The community.
And guess what? And guess what he did? Hey, look, shoutout. What's gonna happen is I'm gonna rob you real quick, right? I'm gonna take all the money when you get off, right? I'm gonna drop you a couple $100.
That
You
never
come meet
happened.
me around the
Never
block.
happened.
I'm gonna give you a couple dollars.
Never happened.
Hey, look, all you got to do, open up the safe, right?
Never
Give me all
happened.
up in the safe, and I'm gonna break you off some when you get off.
No, he took a gun, according to police, and used it in an armed robbery. Do you know how terrified these people must have been at all these stores? They just work here.
Now look, he's a mask of disguise, so he has to fit the what? The what? He has to fit the what? The profile. So you got it. He's a method actor.
Yeah.
Method actor.
You know what?
I applaud him. I hate the fact that actually, you know what? It goes to show, this is a learning lesson here. It goes to show that the one time you choose to be lazy is the time you fold.
And look what happened.
Because of his outfit. You guys are terrible.
Go back to his original outfit that he got caught in.
100%.
He was robbing people at multiple different locations, and he was as creative as ever. He said, you know what? I got away with it. He got too comfortable. This is a learning lesson, y'all. You never get too comfortable.
Talk that talk, Mel.
I'm just saying.
Talk that talk, Mel.
Do not talk that talk.
Once you do get too comfortable, negativity comes your way.
Come
and
on.
Unfortunately, brother, that's what happened to you.
Wild take to sit here on God's green internet and applaud robbery like this.
Okay, real talk. Creativity rank 1 through 10. What would you rate it at?
Oh, that's a 10. Well, this right here, this outfit, that's a 0. But his entire thing, 10.
Yeah,
10
his
out
whole
of 10.
entire thing.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10?
10 out of 10. He did the same.
I would give it like an 8.
10 out of 10.
I would give it like an 8.
Okay.
What would you say? From all the stores we've seen so far, creativity-wise, where is this placed?
I'm giving it a 0 because this is an alleged criminal who just sowed chaos across the city. So now his new outfit is being in jail. So how about that? So anyways, and I'm scared to even tell y'all this story because y'all don't know how to act. Police say a different convicted felon was out in these streets pretending to be an officer. So in this case, this was a 60-year-old convicted felon who is now facing 14 charges after a traffic stop. This all happened because of a traffic stop, which is crazy. Police say he was pulled over for operating a motorcycle with a stolen tag. Then police say he tried to drive away during the stop, but then got blocked by a patrol car's push bumper. So officers searched the car and found a firearm, a badge labeled bail enforcement agent, and blue lights installed on the motorcycle.
Listen, if somebody don't come get their grandpa and take them back to the retirement home, what you out here doing? Listen,
you for this shit?
Yeah, bro. Like, you out here playing a GTA game, bro. This is not the GTA server, dog. You can't. This is real life, bro. And also, like, pick a crime. You got stolen tag, fake badge, blue lights, fire. You got to pick one. You can't break all the rules. You got to pick one to break.
You're saying at least buy the motorcycle and have the tags right if you're going to pretend to be a police officer. I don't know, man. Like that is nuts. Apparently, police are also saying that he refused to give his full name at the scene and then later gave a fake name at the jail. And that's when they eventually, kind of did some homework on him, found that he was a convicted felon, which also made him legally prohibited from having a gun in the first place. So that's another charge. So yeah, that's how he just racked up a bunch of felonies and misdemeanors. Now he's in jail in Gwinnett County.
Wow. So I wonder if he was dressed up. So he was dressed up like a officer then.
Had to be.
And he was trying to impersonate. I would give it like a 3.
There it goes. Okay.
I would give it a 3 on a. I would say creativity. It wasn't really there. It wasn't really thought out.
Listen. I'm not mad at him for trying to live out his dreams either.
I don't want to encourage this, but the blue lights on the motorcycle should up the number just a little bit. I mean, that's you gotta buy the blue lights and put it on the motorcycle.
My man was living out his
Then get a
dreams.
badge.
You giving him a 4?
I'm not giving him anything. I'm just saying some thought did go into this.
Lana's giving him a 4. Lana's giving him a 4.
I'm not giving him anything. You people should all be in jail if what police say is true. Okay, but we do have to talk about these kids, y'all. Okay, so I will say to start this off with that the lockdown is over. Everybody's fine. But in Henry County, there were multiple guns found on campus, and they did go on a hard lockdown. This happened at Union Grove High School, and what police say happened is that a student was found with a weapon, and then later on the district said that there were multiple weapons found on the campus. Student obviously wasn't identified because presumably it's a minor, but they're saying it did not disrupt the school day. Parents were just sent a alert, basically, just letting them know, hey, we went on lockdown, weapon was found, everything's fine. That's what happened.
Y'all remember when school used to be fun? Like, you know, you go to school, you know what I mean? You got your homework, you got your bullies, you got a fight or two here and there, a fire drill, maybe a bomb threat. You know, just you know what I'm saying?
Everybody's got to go outside.
Everybody got to go outside. Nowadays, kids have to worry about a lockdown because somebody about to pop it off. And that is crazy to me. And you sending out text messages saying like, oh, no, everybody, no one was hurt. That is the lowest of the bar to tell me nobody should even have guns at school. Like, why am I getting text messages saying no one was hurt? What? That's wild.
To your point, kids don't even probably remember a world where they were like food fights.
Yeah,
and that was the worst thing that could possibly happen. You getting like applesauce or milk to the face. You know what I mean? Now, these people are doing drills of what happens if a shooter breaks in here. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, so it went from food fights to bullets.
Yeah.
They shooting bullets.
Yeah, bro.
That is so sick. Yeah, like you were saying, imagine being a parent. I just try and put myself in the shoes of the parent and then getting a text from the school just saying, hey, you know, you found not just one gun, but multiple guns at your school. But don't worry about it. The lockdown happened.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about it. The lockdown happened, but we still gonna move on with the day.
Yeah, crazy.
It's unfortunate how normalized we've made this. And it really just is a testament to our society as a whole. Like, we're really going down the wrong hole, and it's affecting our children now.
Bruh.
Yeah, it's sick, bro.
This is a true story. I had my homeboy, big white dude, country. And this is probably this is in 2007. Big old country white dude, man, named Billy. And Billy brought a pocket knife to school. Now, bringing a pocket knife to school was like nothing new. All the country boys did it.
Yeah.
But he pulled it out in class and he was showing everybody. And that was like our biggest, like, oh my God, you got a knife. You got a pocket knife. Like, that's crazy. Bro, bringing a pocket knife now to school is nothing.
Yeah.
That's scary. You got a pocket knife?
How much damage can you really do?
Whatever. And then you got, you know what I'm saying, somebody on the other side just lift up his shirt like, bro, you see what I got? That's so crazy, bro. Crazy.
And to be a teacher in this situation also, like a student having a gun on them while I'm a teacher, like, this is why there was at one point pushing that teachers have to have
firearms.
Yeah, firearms in the classroom. And it's unfortunate to say, but when you hear stories like this, it's like, I kind of understand why.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I kind of understand why.
You know what? I actually thought it was really crazy when you guys did bring up that it did not disrupt the school day. Because I was thinking, what do you mean you guys went on lockdown and it didn't disrupt the school day? How am I learning about math right now? You just locked us down because you found a gun. I'm supposed to, and 2 + 2. Like, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean it didn't disrupt is my kid traumatized? Like, did you talk to them afterwards? Like, the fact that it's this normal that you guys can just say, yeah, everything was fine. They found a gun. Like, if I were a parent, like you're saying, I would be like, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
How did the gun get in? You know, is this student somebody who's had problems before? Did you know that you should have been looking further? I mean, I don't know what the solution is here, but like, kids are forced to go to public school. Not forced, because you can do homeschooling, you can do private schooling, whatever. But like, if you don't have another option for your kid, you can't just not teach them.
Yeah.
You can't just not send them to public school. So if you have to have kids there, if there's no other option for you, then you have to make sure it's safe.
Right.
It's crazy. These kids are just, I hope I make it home, and I'll do a drill to see what happens if someone breaks in here with a gun. I mean, that's crazy that we've normalized this.
Yeah, I don't even know what a drill looks. Did you have to do, didn't we ask if you do
like active shooter
y'all
drills?
Do active shooter drills?
Yeah, I told you, again, like, as a teacher, teaching the 4-year-olds.
No, did you do one? Did you do one in when you were in school?
No, I didn't have to do one.
Oh, okay.
In school.
Okay.
But my little sisters, they're in school right now. They've done them.
They do them?
Yeah.
What do they
you
look?
might have just missed that cutoff.
What do those look like?
It's basically, they tell you what room you're going to go into. As a matter of fact, you know what? They might have. Because I remember the teachers having to close the blinds, go into a certain room, stay completely quiet. And for us as a teacher, we actually, imagine thinking this, like, as a teacher of 4-year-olds. How you going to keep 4-year-olds quiet?
Yeah.
So they had bags of suckers that we would have in certain rooms to try and keep the kids quiet.
Wow.
So we just had a whole bag of suckers on demand if we ever needed them.
Wow.
To try and keep the kids quiet.
So how did that look as far as like the shooter drill? When a bomb threat drill comes in, they'll woo woo pew, the thing, and then it'll come on the intercom, bomb threat, everybody needs to get out. How did that, how did those, really?
Yeah, we actually had to have like a certain app that would text us and alert us and let us know if it is there. Because of course you don't want to
Scare anybody.
you don't want to scare anybody and make it a crazy panic, especially saying it on the intercom to the little kids too, so they could hear. So yeah, you just got to try your best, you know.
Wow,
that's crazy.
The unfortunate reality that we're in right now, but yeah.
Sheesh. Okay, well, let's kind of make this go back into a positive spin here, because Henry County is saying that they're going to make it a requirement for graduation. I think these kids need to be doing some community service.
Flat out.
That's great.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Because when you go from a story like that, you see whatever y'all got going on that makes you across the country want to bring in a gun to school. Y'all need to be doing some community service.
That part.
Yeah.
Yep. Students must complete 20 hours of community service as part of their total credits, at making it 23.5 total credits in order to graduate. And it says that if students fail to meet those requirements and do not qualify for exemption, they will not receive a diploma and will receive an incomplete on their transcript. I love it.
I do too.
I'm with it.
That's great.
I'm with it.
I clap it up for them because these kids are obviously bored.
Yes.
Like what are, if you resort into you have too much time on your hand if you have to worry about guns.
Yeah.
You know?
And you do hear a lot of crimes happening in that kind of really 14 to 20-year-old range. And it's like, bro, y'all y'all should be in a sport or something. So that's what they're saying. Community service hours can be earned through school-sponsored activities, athletics, civic groups, community organizations, and faith-based organizations. And they can start earning those hours after they finish the 8th grade. So that's amazing. Like, that's not even saying like you got to go to the side of the highway and pick up trash. That's saying just do something. Be in something. And it's crazy that they are qualifying athletics as a community service. But at this point, it is a community service that you're not in these streets.
Yeah.
And you're like playing football or basketball or whatever.
Yeah, I probably would have graduated at the top of my class if I had something like this, bro, to be honest with you, dog. Like, I barely graduated, but I probably would have definitely graduated at the top of my class with this.
That's crazy, because it does say students that do earn over 20 hours, they can be recognized for that. Yeah. So yes.
Yeah.
They're finally doing something right. Yes, I love that.
Are you saying yes because it's not you, or are you saying yes because it's because you didn't have to graduate with this?
No,
so.
I was always active. My mom made it a point.
Yeah.
She always was like, boredom is like, when the devil starts talking.
Playground,
yeah. That's when the devil starts talking. So she was like always keeping us in year-round sports. And see, the unfortunate thing is some of these kids may not be able to afford it. And I get that. But, the fact that they're going to have these opportunities for these kids, it shows that they're going to have some sort of, you would think that they would have to have some sort of free, like, opportunities and organizations for these kids. Yeah, it's a faith-based organization. Yeah.
That is a really good point, too. Like, I hope they do have some kind of way for students who are on, the end of the spectrum where they don't have the most money as a family to be able to do something, too. Like, if you say community organization or faith-based organization, can they get to the church? You know what I mean? Who's transporting these kids and who's giving them money for the uniforms and all this kind of stuff. So I hope they do have some kind of a way where, they can make sure that this is an avenue they can do before saying, you just can't graduate. But the spirit of this, I think, is incredible. Yeah,
right.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad they didn't have it when I was in school.
Well, you just said you would be exceeding.
Well,
You'd be valedictorian.
But I'm also glad they didn't have it, though. I don't like doing no community service.
Were you? It could be in athletics. Weren't you in sports?
I was in sports.
So a lot of people would just automatically just qualify for this. I think their whole point is literally to keep kids like off the street and from having nothing to do.
Right.
Like, all right, as soon as you graduate 8th grade, you got to be doing something. Shoot.
Something. And 8th grade is a great starting point too. Yeah, because 9th grade was rough, man. 9th grade was rough.
What was rough about it?
Well, I went to Clarkson High School. Shout out Clarkson High School. But man, the amount of lockdowns we went into when I was there, it was rough.
Okay.
Folks was wilding.
Yeah.
Shout out to Clarkson.
Well, real quick, Sandy Springs Police Department is trying to keep y'all from getting scammed. Crypto scams going around. They're saying that scammers are targeting people with fake cryptocurrency investments. And I don't know how people keep falling for this. Actually, I really do. I do, and it's sad because it sounds so lucrative. And a lot of people don't really know about crypto like that. So when you explain it and you sound like you know what you're talking about, people are like, oh, yeah, this sounds like a good investment. They're probably going to rug it. They're probably going to try to take your money.
Easily.
They're saying to watch out for promises of guaranteed or fast profits, pressure to act quickly or keep it a secret. If you get a message, from just a random person you don't know, unsolicited on social media or via email or via phone, a fake celebrity endorsement or one of those lookalike websites, and then just like obviously a request for your password. I think the problem and the reason why so many people really get scammed is because people really actually are making really fast money.
Oh, yeah,
like
for
if
sure.
you can get in and when you're on the inside, you can make a ton of money.
100%. But also, it's a lot of these old people that get scammed with these crypto scams. Like they'll make a call. Like my grandmother got scammed for this. Like, yeah, wow, it's a crazy story though. But they called my grandmother because they said my cousin was in jail. She got hit. She hit a car or something like that. So they had to put her in jail, and they wanted my grandma to send money for her bond via crypto.
Oh my gosh!
So I had to call my grandma, and I'm on the phone. She's like, I just need $2 more thousand. But I just gotta go get TT out of jail. I'm like, Grandma, whoa, calm down. You're in jail. What happened? She's like, she hit somebody and da 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 da. I was like, all right, so what we need to put the money where? We gotta put it in crypto. I said. I said, what?
It's not funny.
I said, what? She said, yeah, we need to put the money in crypto to bail her out. I said, where we bailing her out from? Online? Was she in online jail? What? I said, no, Grandma, that they are getting you. I said, did you already send the money? Yeah, I've already got. They got my grandma for 4 racks. Dang. Y'all dirty. Y'all got my grandma for 4 racks.
My gosh. And it's the situation where police can't do anything
about
it.
About it, bro.
Because online it's like not their jurisdiction. You don't even know where to start. They don't have the funding for like an online unit who could even track this stuff. So the people who get scammed are just scammed.
Scams, bro.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it sucks, man. Shout out to Grandma, though.
Shout out, Grandma.
Yeah, shout out to Grandma. Sorry. That's dirty, man. That's dirty. That is dirty.
Okay. Oh, did I cut you off?
Well, you're good.
Okay, because we got to go to break. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Hot 97 News Atlanta, everybody. We got to talk about this Sandy Springs police sergeant who is accused of helping his girlfriend cheat on the Alpharetta police exam.
Yeah, man. Records were obtained by APAN Media, including documents from Sandy Springs. Now, what happened was that she called her boyfriend on the phone while she was doing the test, and he was giving her the answers for the test. Now he says that he didn't know that she was taking the test and that she was just calling for help. So that is all up in the air, and I honestly think you can't. No, man. First of all, you're trying to be a police officer and you're trying to cheat on the test and you want to protect me. You got me messed up. That's wild. That's wild. This is not the SATs where you can just cheat and get into a good school, bruh.
True.
Like you're cheating on a test to become a police officer to protect and serve. I don't want that. Because imagine if she was to get in the field, something happens, she don't know what to do, and she has to call her boyfriend again, like, hey, they shooting at me. What do I do? What do I do? Like, bruh, I do not want that to happen by any means. So I'm glad they caught her. I'm glad that they caught her, bruh. I am very. So the sergeant ended up getting demoted from sergeant. Yeah. He got a 4-day suspension. He got loss of take-home vehicle for 30 days. He got mandatory training. Required to issue in-person apology to Sandy Springs, ordered to write a letter to the state law enforcement standards board recommending revocation of women's certification. So I don't know, man. I don't think that was harsh enough. I think it needs to be harsher.
Hold on, because I also just look up what he was allegedly helping her out with. And it was the Taser 7 certification exam.
Exactly.
So I just looked up on ChatGPT, what is a Taser 7 certification exam? Because you make a good point. Like, what are you not potentially going to know how to do when you're out here in these streets? This is a required assessment that verifies a user's knowledge of safely operating the Taser 7 conducted electrical weapon. This covers legal considerations, proper deployment, maintenance, and use of force guidelines. So that means you would not know potentially the legal considerations, the proper deployment, the maintenance, and the use of force guidelines, aka you don't know how to use this. You don't know how to keep it maintenance correctly. You don't know when to use this potentially. if these allegations are correct and, if she really don't know what she's doing, that's crazy.
Nah, that is absolutely wild. And shame on you, lady. That is shame on you. That is a shame on you. You should not be, what? That is a shame. And it's a shame on the man, too. But I feel like what happened was, and this is just all alleged, I feel like what happened is that if she did call him and she did ask him for the answers and he did give them to her, he probably told her afterwards, like, hey, if you get caught, it won't me.
Yeah, I didn't do nothing.
It won't me. I ain't do nothing. I'm lying. All right. I am gonna lie and lie and lie and say I didn't even know you was taking the test. So shout out to that brother for at least not trying to get in trouble for it.
What I thought was crazier, not crazier because the whole situation's crazy, but also crazy about the situation was the fact that apparently he's the one who helped her get this job in the first place.
Yes,
According to the article, basically said that he gave the recommendation to the Alpharetta Department of Public Safety so that she could get this job. And according to that article, they were saying that she may not have been hired if not for that recommendation. So this is somebody who's accused of literally putting her in the position and then getting to the point where they're saying he potentially gave her the answers but didn't know he was giving her the answers.
I mean, that's a good cover up for you, brother. I mean, I would have said the same thing, to be honest with you.
That's a really good,
I would have said the same thing. But
I just wanted to know.
But again, girl, what are you you're cheating on a police test, bruh. What? Like what, bruh? This is not high school, bruh. You're talking about shooting. You're talking about using a weapon to somebody that you need to know how to use. That's crazy.
Yeah, I would break up with her for sure, though, right? That's something to break up with her about, right? For sure. You got caught,
as long
and
as
then
she
I get demoted. I'm breaking up with her.
Okay.
Because she took an L, or
yeah, you took an L and you made me take an L.
Okay. It's like, girl, if we're going to do crime, you can't even do crime right. You can't even do crime right.
Police officers.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You're at least supposed to know how to cheat at that point in time. You're a police officer. You're supposed to know how to get around this. You done already took the test, sir. You're supposed to know how to get around this. Like, what does she have? One of them little AirPods in her ear? And like, I wonder how you did.
Right.
Yeah.
B,
yeah.
C.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a shame on you, though, bro. That's messed up. That's a shame on you.
Okay, well, what do we think about this one? There's a former Cherokee County employee accused of stealing $250,000.
What do we think about it?
What do you think about this? Because you have already established that your scale for whether or not you're going to agree with the criminal is how much money they took.
100%.
You said $3.5 million from a story the other day. Too much.
Too much.
She's accused of stealing $250.
Right amount. Right amount. That is the right amount. That is the sweet spot. That's $250,000. That is the sweet spot. You don't need more than that.
Okay, so this is what happened. The accused is Lynn Ray Page. She worked for Cherokee County. She was employed as an accounts receivable coordinator at the county's Development Services Center. Well, the affidavits say that she allegedly took $251,875 from the county over a 7-year period, October 2018 to July 2025. And obviously she was fired, and they said the investigation is ongoing. But I guess this was a long game.
Well, yeah, I was about to say 7 years. You only took $250,000. That's what?
How much is that per year?
What was she taking? What was she just doing? Just like a little bit here and there, a little bit here and there.
Dabbling.
But $250,000 in 7 years? 7 years? Come on now. I'd at least came out of there with a $500,000. $500,000.
Okay, so $250,000 divided by 7 is $35,714
every year.
For every year.
She was pretty modest about it.
Yeah, that's an entry. That's an entry level job. That's an entry. Yeah, that's an entry level job salary right there. 35, 30. Yeah, that's entry level. So she was doing on top of what she was making already. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like she wasn't. It's not like she was not making. She was probably making money. Hey.
I just don't see why we are saying that these alleged criminals are like doing good things.
We're not saying they're doing good.
We're applauding them. We're celebrating them. This is the craziest show I've ever been on.
We're not applauding them. We're just saying what they do is what's the word for it? It is it's admirable. All right.
That's what I'm
I'm not saying it's admirable. I'm
That's
not
not admirable. That's crazy.
It's admirable.
No, I don't admire it at all. But what I do say is I give credit where it's due. I appreciate when somebody actually puts thought into anything. It could be anything, because crime, in a sense, could be seen as an art. Right or wrong,
which is admirable.
And I can't admire it. No, it's for me to have to admire it. I have to like it. I don't think I like it. I could look at it and say, "Dang, that's genius," though. You're
going around a circle and you're never taking a turn. That's what you're doing. You're just doing this, but you're never taking a turn.
I know, but I like you were saying earlier, I know these people could put all this effort, all this creativity into something else.
Into something that was legal.
Yeah.
I mean, if y'all are that bored, and that is allegedly $250,000 that didn't go to the county.
Well,
who did you rob from? How much didn't get done?
This wasn't no short game rob, though. This was 7 years. So she was chilling.
For years you were doing this to the community.
7 years she was chilling.
Yeah, she was probably just taking a couple extra dollars out of it.
That's what I'm saying.
$250 accumulated over 7 years. I think she was doing the right thing. I mean, not right thing, but she was like being very cautious. Like she was being very mindful of the citizens.
Yeah, she made her own.
This is an economy
mindful
thing.
Of the citizens is crazy when you're accused of robbing from them.
Because when you see these stories, it's like, especially with people stealing, I think it's more of an economy thing. It just represents the economy is bad, not necessarily.
That is really a good point. And that's where I get so frustrated with our political system in general, because they say that they are going to solve crime and boost the economy every single election, and it literally never happens.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And we keep electing the same people anyway. And like, bro, you got people in a place where they feel like they got to rob.
Well, here's the thing. She just made her own high yield savings account. That's all she did. She just she just created her own high yield savings account. Took her 7 years to get to 250, but that's essentially what she did. So.
Okay, well, here's what could help stop some crime in your area. Police and conyers want to see through your cameras.
Dry snitching. That is dry snitching.
Snitch. We've already discussed it. Y'all need to start snitching. No. We're over it.
Mm-hmm. Whoa. Hello. Not. I am over it, but let's.
So what?
I'm not going to dry snitch though. I'm just not going to snitch because just a snitch now. You know what I mean? Like I will. You're not just finna get access to my cameras.
Okay, so this is what they're specifically saying. This is obviously encouraging residents and businesses to register or integrate their security camera into the local law enforcement system. So this is a voluntary thing. It's not like they're saying, like, we're taking your cameras. But, it would basically allow them to look through your camera. If they know a crime happened in that area, yours would be a camera where they can say, okay, we can actually access that and see what happened over there.
Listen, man, if... You're not going to do that off the pure fact that what if I'm doing something I ain't supposed to be doing too? You know what I'm saying? Like, what if you access my camera and you see me doing something that I ain't supposed to be doing? You know, walking somebody out the house that ain't supposed to be in the house. You dig what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. You'll get some brothers caught up is what I'm saying. You gonna get some folks caught up. Hey, can I use your camera? Yeah, go ahead, use my camera. And then Thursday, you done forgot that you brought Keisha over to the crib. Keisha wasn't supposed to be over at the crib. Now look, he got to show that video. Hey, look, just want to let you know this is what's going on.
Police do not care if Keisha's at the crib. They're not monitoring it to watch your daily life.
They don't care. But if there's a crime that happened in front of that camera and Keisha just so happened to walk out the crib, now your camera's in evidence. You know what I'm saying? Where it probably should be so you won't get in trouble. But
I hate that you just gave people a legitimate reason.
That's all I'm saying, bro. All I'm saying is, bro, it's just not a good look.
Crazy.
Yeah, voluntary, no, on my end.
I mean, I think it's a good look. I mean, at the end of the day, like you said, it is dry snitching, whatever, but snitching is good for the community. I love Karens. I tell my parents all the time, I say, look, if you see anything bad going on in this neighborhood, first thing you should do is tell. First thing you should do is call somebody.
For sure.
Don't be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna just mind my business. No, if you care about your community, you gonna be a Karen.
For sure.
I totally agree, because I know you don't mean like some of these Karens that just go way too far and harass people.
No. Yeah, I'm saying harass if you need to.
Oh.
If you see some people just I'm being for real though. I'm being dead serious because think about you got to protect your neighborhood. If there's a random car and they've been sitting out in your parking lot or not parking lot on your street for too long, it's okay for you to mind their business because they're in your vicinity. Now you go over there, hey guys, knock on the window if you need to. Hey guys,
knock on the window.
I haven't really seen you around these parts before, but I'm okay with that.
Are you that guy?
I'm that guy. I'm telling you right now, when I get my house that I'm putting my money into, you're not gonna be bringing down my property value.
Million is not gonna hang out here.
And I'm okay with staying in a black neighborhood too. I guarantee you, it doesn't matter. I'm actually looking forward to doing it to white people. I can't wait to call them up. Oh yeah, this guy looks suspicious.
Millions ready
looks suspicious.
He's ready for reverse racism like a mother. I love it.
You know what's actually also funnier? Because presumably your wife might be doing the same thing. And you know how they always say, get your wife, man, get your wife. Million will be right behind him. No, you know what? Actually, what is she doing here? That's so funny.
We gotta be more hands-on in our community though. Why are we the only ones that's not like this?
What you gonna tell the kids to get off your grass?
If I need to.
Oh my God. You're the worst.
If I need to.
You're the worst, bro.
If I need to.
That's right, Million. Ted Joe's down. He said, I'm coming after all of y'all.
You're the worst,
but
dog.
also I'm gonna be involved in the community too, so that means I would know the kids. So if I know the kids, it's like, okay, I know them, they cool. But if it's somebody that's looking suspicious, you got a hood on for too long, and he might, I don't know. I don't know.
Do you know your history?
Mind you, put in your head, right? You're probably picturing in your head a black person with the hoodie on. I can't wait for it to be a white person with the hoodie on in my neighborhood. I can't wait to call. Watch.
Oh my God.
I love it, Mill. I'm right behind you, baby.
Snitching, whatever you want to call it. You're involved in your community. Be more hands-on in your community. I love this, Conyers. Y'all doing the right thing.
Okay, if you are interested, registering a camera is free.
Yeah, so once you register yours, when we move to college.
If I get a house, yeah.
You registering your camera immediately.
For sure.
And we should note here, registering does not give law enforcement automatic live access to your camera. Participation and sharing are controlled by the camera owner. So if you know you had Keisha in the crib, then you could just say, no, I don't have any footage of that, sir. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's true until your girl come around the corner and be like, nah, give him the footage. Nah, give him the footage. Nah, we want to see. Nah, I want to see.
No, we caught that. We did catch that.
Give him the footage.
That's funny. Okay. Governor Kemp just announced $1.8 billion in a proposal for I-75 in Henry County. And what do you think about it?
Yeah. Like you said, Brian Kemp is using $1.8 billion to help the traffic in Atlanta. That is amazing, right?
Billion with a B.
$1 billion. So the project is expected to allow 70% more vehicles to move through Atlanta during rush hour. Kemp framed the transportation investments as necessary due to population growth. You know that the population has been getting out of hand in Atlanta. According to Atlanta Regional Commission, the metro Atlanta area gets around, last year they got 64,000 people to enter into the metro Atlanta area.
Well, Atlanta is full.
It is.
It's been full.
Yeah, like way over full.
Over full. So we need more lanes. Have y'all been through parts of Florida? They be
8 lanes, 9 lanes long,
deep. You know what I'm saying?
California is 10 lanes. They got it wild out there.
No, but at the same time, I've also been through areas like Vegas. Have you ever driven through Vegas? They're not packed there. So there's traffic, but generally people are just moving. It's not just where it's standstill at all times. There are multiple cities across this country where there's just enough people who live there to where we're really just using the highway to get around. And it's not like all of us need to be on it at the same time and we're bumper to bumper. They just drive. That's crazy.
Yeah, the only thing about this is, with that comes more construction on highways.
So true.
So
with that comes more traffic on highways. It's so wild, bro, how that works.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy, but basically just hold on, y'all. If you see some construction happening, they actually try to make some things happen. So it's a gradual build.
sometimes those construction projects, like the way they have the cones, just make it way more confusing than it needs to be to drive around. Like, that's my only real problem. Because, like you said, construction, it is what it is. You got to make improvements, blah, 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 whatever. But at the same time, I'm missing exits. Or I'm about to hit one because you have it at the very last minute. Like, I think they try to cause accidents sometimes.
I have an idea. I think there should only be construction between the hours of midnight and 5 a.m.
Yes.
And then after 5 a.m.,
yes.
all construction should stop. It shouldn't cease. Shouldn't continue until 12 a.m. the next day. So 12 a.m. to 5 a.m. construction. Everybody gets up. So by 6 o'clock, when people are starting to get up and ready to go to work, all construction should be stopped. So if there is, hey, we're building on this road. Okay, cool. This road is being built. We'll put the cones here so nobody, but there should be no construction going on. And then I also think on major holidays, there should be construction. Christmas, Thanksgiving, all these major holidays, 4th of July, there should be major construction going on since when those holidays are free.
I totally agree, especially because you're talking to someone who has worked holidays for a job. You know, it's not like we're just sitting around here saying you guys should be working on holidays.
Yeah.
I have worked multiple holidays over my career, so you could do it. You know what I mean? It can be done.
It definitely can, bro.
Yeah, so Georgia has a budget surplus of around $14 billion. Where would you put that money if you had it?
In my pocket?
You gonna put it
For Georgia, like in the state?
Yeah, what would you do to help the Georgians around the state? Where would you put that?
First, I would fix the potholes. I would definitely fix a lot of these streets. I think that is the biggest thing. I would get rid of every restaurant that has grass walls. That would be second. I would get rid of all lamb chops.
I love those.
Inside a restaurant. No, I'm just kidding. But no, for sure, fixing the roads, man. The potholes have ruined multiple cars. What else would I do, man?
I actually have a suggestion, but it's kind of already in here because this is saying that they have a little breakdown of how the money is going to be allocated. $200 million to approve Georgia 316, $250 million for local road projects, $100 million to strengthen and improve bridges, $35 million for natural gas infrastructure, $50 million to create a homelessness response grant program. I was going to say this has to go towards homelessness some kind of way.
For sure.
I would definitely put money towards making sure our homeless community have a place to go. They don't feel like they need to be in these streets. They don't feel like they need to take over downtown. You know what I mean? Like, we gotta give them something.
Yeah, if I had the money and the resources, I would put it towards MARTA, y'all. And when I say that, I'm saying, like, I would just expand it out a little bit, make it so that they have more buses, whatever MARTA needs, because MARTA is a really important asset to Atlanta.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's such a conversation, because I've actually talked to somebody about this before, about whether or not they think that MARTA should expand to different cities. And obviously the argument for it is, you want to make sure people can be connected and have a way to get around the city. Yep. But some people do argue that they don't want anybody from those parts of towns having access to their parts of town.
I don't. Don't come to Alpharetta. I don't.
Right. So you have a point there, because I have heard arguments where they say, with the MARTA comes homelessness. So if MARTA, the homeless will be able to go from, if we expand it out to Conyers or Covington, the homeless from Atlanta would be able to expand out to Conyers and Covington and stay around those MARTA transports. I don't know. If we have this budget surplus, though, and we help the homelessness in Georgia, and then we're also simultaneously help with MARTA, I think that is an even balance.
Yeah.
It's an even balance. And then try and get some money to the traffic also. So but you can't do it all. We only got $14 billion.
True.
We only got 14.
But I do agree with you though, Mill. The more MARTA buses and the more things we have for people to ride, the less cars will be on the road. So I totally agree with you.
True.
I mean, right now everybody wants to drive. You know what I mean? But also MARTA's not the safest thing to take sometimes. Or the cleanest thing to take. So you don't have a lot of people that want to take that. So I get both sides. But yes, if we had more buses and
security,
bro, there would be less cars on the road.
Yeah, because New York, I mean, they couldn't survive without their subway system.
No.
Literally, they couldn't. Like, they had to make it work. MARTA's okay, I gotta take the MARTA instead of obviously I'm going to take MARTA.
Right.
And so that's where we need to get some money towards that. Okay, what do you think about this proposal though? Real quick, the Birmingham mayor wants a high-speed rail to Atlanta.
Boo.
I've never heard anybody in Atlanta say, I just wish I could go to Birmingham.
I said the same thing about Nashville.
Well, Nashville I would want to go to. Nashville is lit.
Nashville's cool.
Nashville is really fun.
Because they're thinking about that too.
Yeah. Birmingham, though, it's boring out there. I went out to Birmingham and it's rough out there.
I had family who lived there. There's really nothing to do. They know.
Yeah.
Birmingham, it's not even insulting. There's nothing to do. That's why they want to be connected to Atlanta.
Right.
Does Atlanta want to be connected to y'all is the question.
That part right there. Oh, I did want to note with the last story, though.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, the proposals that Brian Kemp did put out isn't official. It still has to be approved by the Georgia General Assembly. So.
How do y'all think Brian Kemp did? Because this is his last time he could be the governor here. He's reached his term limits. What do y'all think about old Brian Kemp?
I haven't kept up with him too much. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I don't have a problem. I actually felt like when all the Democrats were running against him and Stacey Abrams had like this big old push and whatever, I felt like a lot of people, no matter what side they were on, generally were cool with Brian Kemp. Like, he seems like he's kind of in the straight and narrow. He's never really done anything to be splashy and explosive and polarizing one way or another. I've been fine with him.
I think, I haven't been here for too long, but I did enjoy it. I was chilling. I'll say that. In Georgia, I was chilling.
Right.
I'm chilling. There's reports that said that this isn't our first year of having a budget surplus. We had one in 2024 and 2023 also. So that says a lot to his leadership.
There's a lot.
Just don't hate the killer. Don't
hate the messenger.
Yeah, don't hate the messenger. Shoot.
Hate the killer for sure. Don't kill the messenger.
Don't kill the messenger.
Well, before we go, we got a little special something to say.
Oh, yeah. Here we go, man. This is for me. It's only me. I want to give a big happy birthday. I ain't going to give her age out here, but to my mom, to my lovely mother, Miss Lori. Yeah, Miss Lori Smith. Shout out to you, Mom. I hope this day is amazing. I love you so much. Thank you for still caring and loving me the way you love me and say praying for me all the time. I love you so much. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday.
Wasn't it just your dad's birthday the other week?
All right.
Throw that in there.
Right. Happy birthday to both of them.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to both of you guys. And also remember, live next Tuesday, 10 a.m. right here on YouTube. Big things popping. We got a whole channel we're going to be on soon. Launch is coming officially pretty soon now. So
stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Catch us on YouTube next Tuesday, 10 a.m. Bye.
Peace.